Hey, just a quick video on actually creating your classes now within RTOPilot. So if you haven't already, go back to the courses tab and check out the video on how to actually create a course, because that sort of is like the template of the classes that you're going to build. So once you have checked out that video and made a few courses, then jump back in here and it's really easy to create your classes. So there's two different options here. You can either create multiple classes if you've got a whole set of classes in the future that you're going to create, or you can just create a single instance of a class. So for this example, I'm just going to go through the multiple classes section. What we can do, if I want the classes to be published, ready to go as soon as I'm done, I just need to click publish here. I choose the course that I want to actually build the classes of. So I'm going to do first aid. That will pre-fill a few bits of information on the actual class itself based on the course. We can make changes here to the pricing, the LMS, whether it's a corporate booking or not. So if you have corporate clients where you run a fixed rate price regardless of how many students you actually have, what you can do is actually select the corporate booking you want associated with it. Let's say April first aid training for KFC. Then I can actually select a fixed price rather than the per enrollment price. So if I go fixed here, I can then update the price, and let's say it's going to be $1,200 no matter how many students come in. Then I can go about the rest of the setup as per usual. But for this example, I'm going to pretend that this is more just like a public class where we have, public enrollments coming in via the website. So I'm going to change that. It goes back to per enrollment, and we're going back to the $120 price. Here we can then choose, is it one day or is it multiple days? I'm going to choose a single day here. And then basically all I need to do is select the dates on the actual calendar that the training is going to be held. So I'm going to choose a few random days here. Then we've got the session times here. Let's say they're all going to be in Sydney, and I don't know who the trainer is, so I'm just going to leave that blank for now, and it's going to be 9 to 5. When I continue to review, I now have a section of all of the upcoming classes that I have created. But let's say one of them, this one on the 15th of May, actually is going to cost a little bit more, and it's going to be at a different location. What I can do is just update that, update the pricing there, change it to start at 10 o'clock, and it's not going to be in Sydney, it's going to be in Perth. So now what we can see here is that one individual class has been updated, even though all the others have that same 120 multiple class pricing that we had done before. Once that is ready to go, if I click create classes, then those classes are published, as we can see here, and they'll be ready to be enrolled in on the site. So super easy to do that. If you want to actually share the enrollment page for a student for that particular class, if you drill into a specific class, so this one that I just created, you can share the class here. This gives you an enrollment page which you can really easily share with via just send to a student, and then that way they can go through the enrollment process there. Alternatively, if you're in here and a student calls up and you want to just enroll them yourself, you can also just enroll the student via this enroll student button here. So that kind of covers the classes tab there. You can imagine the single class creation is quite similar, except just for a single class. So if I want to create, let's say the first aid class, it just has all the details pre-filled here, which I can update. Then I just need to add the session details, the date, and the location as well. Once you actually get closer to a training, you can add different trainers or update trainers. You can make changes in here really easily. If you're in this classes tab, you can literally just click on the edit button here, and then you can make changes to a particular class.